Hello, I'm Ollie, and this is Criminally, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today, hobbies, I'm doing the hobby tag. So, quick health update. I've still got COVID. I'm still feeling fairly rubbish, but I feel well enough this morning to attempt doing a quick tag. So we will see how it goes. So the hobby tag was created originally by James Holder, and I was tagged by MJ at Reading This Life. So thanks to both James and MJ. I will link to their channels in the description. Okay, so there are 5 questions and then the normal tag some people question at the end. So let me go through those 5 questions. Okay, question number 1 is, within your personal library, do you collect books? For example, specific authors, editions, publishers, genres, etc. So, generally speaking, no. I just buy or own books that I think I'm going to want to read at some point or that I have read and enjoyed. But I do collect Ed McBain, so specifically the 87th Precinct series, which I've now got a complete collection of. After many years of buying them, but aside from that, not really. So I'm building up my collection of one of the other series that McBain wrote, but I'm less interested in that. It's really the 87th Precinct that is where my heart is with McBain, and I can't really see myself trying to collect anything else beyond the 87th Precinct series, unless I come across another series that I love in the same way that I love that series. For me, as I said, I buy books because I want to read them rather than, collecting them in the way that people, collect things. So, whilst, most of my collection or most of my library is, like crime and horror and things like that, I wouldn't really consider myself a collector of those things. I am, I do pick up vintage horror books if I see them out in the wild, and there are a few that I'm trying to get, like the Witches series, which I talked about in the tag video I did last week. I don't really consider myself a collector of them, but I buy them in order to read them. Okay, next question then is, what are your non-bookish hobbies? So the main one that's non-bookish is watch collecting. So I'm really into watches. I've been into watches for a number of years now. I won't tell you how many watches I've got in my collection because I don't know, but quite more than you would expect. More watches than you would expect someone to need. I'm not going to. I was thinking, should I put up pictures of my collection in the video, but that seems a bit self-indulgent. So what I'll do is I've got an Instagram account where I post watch pics most days. So I will put a link to that in the description for the video, and people can go and check that out should they want to. But yeah, I really, really like watches, particularly mechanical watches. I just think they're kind of marvellous. I think there's something really wonderful about them, and they give me a lot of pleasure when I wear them. Clearly I can only wear one at a time, but hey, it doesn't stop me collecting them. Okay, next question then is, what hobbies have you fallen out of? One which is not really a hobby, but something I have fallen out of doing, and I'm really conscious I need to get back into it, is exercising. So I was religiously exercising every morning, and had been since kind of fairly early on in lockdown, and then a few weeks ago stopped doing it, partly because I was getting some annoying aches in my elbows. And also because the house is kind of a bit turned upside down while we're doing decorating work upstairs, and it's just the space where I was exercising. It's just not convenient to do it there anymore. And now clearly I've got COVID, so I definitely don't feel like exercising at the moment. But I'm really conscious I need to get back into it. I'm really very much a creature of habit, and if I get into the habit of doing something every day, I'll keep doing it every day. But as soon as I stop, it's very easy for me to fall out of the habit as well. The other hobby I have fallen out of, I guess that's worth talking about, is writing. So I used to write a lot, published a few things on Kindle, and it's something that it's difficult to describe, but it's one of those things where, and I guess it's the same with most kind of artistic endeavours, where there was like a spark inside that made me able to write and made me productive as a writer, and that spark has just gone. So it feels like something completely out of my control, and every so often I do try again to write and fail. So I'll probably keep on trying, and hopefully at some point the spark will come back, and I can publish. I can finish some more things and get them published. But yeah, at the moment it's definitely not there. Question 4, do you regret dropping those hobbies? So yes, both of them. Definitely do. Well, I suppose, so I do regret dropping the exercising. I did it for various reasons, as I've said. There are various reasons why I'm still not doing it, mostly health related, but I definitely want to get back into it again. And the writing, I suppose I don't regret dropping it because it doesn't feel like it was something that was within my control. So you can't, you shouldn't regret something that's outside of your control, should you? Yeah. Okay, next question then is, and this is the final question, what hobbies do you wish you had? I don't know. That's an interesting one. I can't really think of anything because I think if there was something I wanted to do, I would do it. Unless it was prohibitively expensive or something like that. I think I would, I'd find a way to fit it into my routine. As I say, I'm very much a routine-based person, but if I want to do something and find a way to fit it into my routine, I can easily make a habit of it. So I think if there was a hobby I wanted to do, then I would do it. So I can't think of one for that, I'm afraid. Okay, tag some people. I've completely failed to check who's been tagged in this, and who's done it already. But I'm going to tag a Yard of Random Books because I don't know that he's done any tags yet, and Gareth at Book Songs and Other Magic, and Jesse at Bartell's Bookshelf. So I'm going to tag those people. No random book from the shelves today because I still haven't got the energy for that. But hopefully this has been entertaining and not too rambly. Let me know in the comments what your hobbies are. Let me know what you get up to when you're not reading and doing bookish stuff. But yeah, as always, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you're safe and well. Hope you're reading good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.